Okay, I know you all heard those bits of gossip about what happened in P. Diddy's home when Usher was his teen protege, yet I'm here to let you know that those were supposedly not simply reports. 14 years of age, you're a father currently. Would you at any point send your child to Puffy Camp? Damnation no. Well then, that I presently comprehend the reason why Usher could never sign his kid up to the scandalous Puffy Flavor Camp, in light of the fact that a ton of untidy things really occurred there. So when Usher was first endorsed to LaFace Records as a youthful high schooler, he was given to Diddy as a mentee, and at 14 years of age Usher moved to New York to remain with him anyway. P. Diddy himself coincidentally uncovered that there was something beyond mentorship happening at his family, like when he did this super recoil commendable meeting with Kevin Hart. My sibling here, from the very beginning we used to awaken, and I mean once upon a time when he was like 10 and I was somewhat more established, his more established sibling, we used to battle about the over-the-ice drops. You understand what I'm talking about. Look, I don't have the foggiest idea what you recently saw yet from my end. Usher's face looked awkward as damnation when Diddy said we used to awaken. He was simply seeing him like, man, be tranquil. And I additionally find it a piece sus that he attempted to comedian Kevin for getting excessively near the bed in the start of the clasp, and afterward, just after that, says he and Usher used to awaken together. Additionally, as of late there's been this video that has been making adjusts on the web that is insane. 3 little no doubt music. You were in the kitchen eating all my oats. Stand by. I'm sorry, doing what in the kitchen? Did you all hear everything I recently heard? And you need to say to me that individuals misrepresent when they express unusual things went down when Usher was living with Diddy. Better believe it, right? At any rate, as far as concerns him, Usher has never truly been open about precisely exact thing went down with Diddy, yet he gave a few clues, like during a meeting with Howard Harsh. Usher was like, I had an opportunity to see a few things definitely, yet you were 13, what were you talking about? Went there to see the way of life, right? And I saw it, and it was nevertheless, I couldn't say whether I could enjoy and comprehend what I was in any event seeing. It was wild. Well, it was inevitable. Before Diddy acquainted Usher with the wild side of life, and Ed Sweetheart additionally needs to review when he went to a club and Usher was savoring the organization of P. Diddy, and I shifted focus over to one side and there's a youngster remaining there drinking champagne goodness, and I really wanted to ponder who on earth let their kid come into this club, stand in the celebrity segment and drink champagne. I mean, swallowing champagne out the container. Clearly it wasn't long after Usher's collection dropped that he understood that the kid with P. Diddy at the club chugging champagne at the celebrity area was Usher. Okay, however much Usher didn't say the conspicuous, he uncovered that sketchy things really occurred in the house. There was additionally, when Usher was on the front of Quintessence magazine and he kind of neglected it, that something went down among him and Diddy. As a matter of some importance, he was exceptionally cool when gotten some information about different things, like how he would keep on seeking after film undertakings and some place not too far off another collection and a few undertakings. He offered something that you ought to realize about me is that I'm a financial specialist before I'm anything more. Glance at the capacities of Martha Stewart or Russell Simmons or Sean Puffy Brushes or even 50 Penny with G-Unit. Take a gander at how they manage their permitting. This is my chance to do similar. Dress and shoes are somewhat the standard these days, so I'm attempting to sort out how I can come at it from an alternate point. Anyway, when the discussion went to his time living with P. Diddy, Usher turned out to be shockingly limited, and he said, I need to save some for my book one day. I'll put it this way, there was a ton of, and before you all pursue the Guardians and how they ought to have shielded Usher from Diddy, Usher himself affirmed that his folks had no clue about what was happening when he was living with Diddy. Mary J. Blige, they don't know anything about this. As a matter of fact, his mother clearly attempted to get back at Diddy, and I know this since back in November 2022 there were likewise reports that Kim Watchman's previous beautician was going to drop a detailed storybook on Diddy, and as per the beautician, Diddy rested with various men on different events, and the beautician has additionally said that Usher's mother faced Diddy about purportedly getting physically involved with Usher after she figured out what was happening. Supposedly Kim additionally had video film of Usher and Diddy getting it on. However, I surmise we won't ever see if the video is really there, since she kicked the bucket under exceptionally baffling conditions. The beautician additionally explained that despite the fact that Kim met Usher after the supposed close connection with Diddy some way or another, she had had the option to get her hands on the implicating video, and it makes me much more dubious when I consider that when Kim passed on, her home was looted and 2 workstations were taken, and you realize the reason why. It's not even that hard to accept that Diddy conceivably exploited Usher, since there have been other upsetting charges of Diddy being on the DL, like when Orlando Brown nonchalantly said, "Yo, you gave me the Uska slice, you gave me the Usgash. Day definitely, I mean you gave me, I love it, you all, I love it." Panther Wright likewise spilled some serious tea about a legal counselor who strolled in on Diddy and Christopher Williams having a second. When she strolled in, the entryway wasn't locked, so she didn't mull over strolling in, and when she strolled in she saw a Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff. Now, from what she shared with me, it was upsetting in light of the fact that you realize they didn't stop. Diddy's ex-protector quality arrangement really affirmed that anything Puma said was only reality. He said, "Yo, quality, watch the entryway, don't allow no one to come through here," and I said, "I'll wash the entryway." On the off chance that I washed the entryway and him and a man ran out stripped, and I said, "That ain't no one let me know that I saw that myself." Even 50 Penny directly up said that Diddy is on the DL when he posted a photograph of Diddy and Rick Ross, a photograph that was taken at a point that made it seem as though they were making out. He likewise posted a fix of Diddy wearing a pink shirt while embracing a previous record executive, additionally clad in pink, and wrote in the subtitle, "I ain't saying only something ain't correct." Now 50 Penny was likewise once defied on the Morning Meal Club about saying that Diddy is on the DL, and he didn't actually deny it. Let me read it. "Well, sorry, I can never again help you folks. Soon you will be generally gay and cheerful. You are currently left under authority of Puffy Daddy. Report to the closest Rainbow Supper criminals." Moreover, display additionally once uncovered that P. Diddy offered him the gayest evening of his life. Realize, he's doing his business. We go down and get a beverage, are we staying there popping to the music, and afterward he say, she point over the corner, it's 2 fellows kissing. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm similar to this. You understand what I'm talking about? So I'm similar to approve. Then there's young ladies in the club as well, and afterward she pointed another bearing, it's 1 more fella around there, like what you see with this large number of individuals talking about this large number of sort of things about P. Diddy. It made it simpler for some to accept that he conceivably exploited Usher when he was more youthful. And don't get it wrong, I don't dislike Diddy's sexuality, anything that it is straight, gay, bi, that is not exactly my concern, but rather on the off chance that he's making the most of individuals as a result of it, or made the most of particularly way more youthful men, then there's an enormous issue. Well, many individuals are likely sitting tight for when Diddy will get uncovered like these other Hollywood screwballs, and I have an inclination that it will work out, yet presumably when he's old and no longer has the clout that he at present has. Think Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, and so on. Tragically, the fact of the matter is nobody needs to cause trouble with Diddy the present moment, so it's all hypotheses and claims, and fine, regardless of whether Diddy really lay down with Usher. Did he actually open him to a day-to-day existence he shouldn't have? A damnation better believe it. Guided do things he shouldn't have when he was more youthful. Kindness of Diddy, without a doubt it was the relationship they had, still extremely unpleasant. You definitely understand what my response is to that anyway. I'd in any case very much want to understand your viewpoints on this whole wreck with Usher and Diddy. Do you think Diddy exploited youthful Usher, and do you see when Usher will likely confess all and talk his reality? Sound off in the remarks beneath and let me in on every one of your viewpoints in this group.